Going on, bro house? Here we are on Jubilee, good old Jubilee. This video is called I'm an Incel. Ask me anything. Simon, how we feeling?
Well, I kind of like how they're color coordinating right now with the yellow.
Oh, dang. I wonder if they did it on purpose.
Probably.
Let's go ahead.
If you could summarize your opinion towards women?
Like what I think of them?
Yes.
I do think they are very important, but
Involuntarily celibate. So they're a monk, maybe?
No, I think monks are more, they do it on purpose.
Well, aren't these people?
These
involuntarily.
yeah.
Okay, I read it as voluntarily.
They just, incels are monks.
Yeah.
Some topics are hard to approach.
More and more male hatred against women is rising up.
You might call this a new phenomenon.
Either the subjects are inaccessible or people are uncomfortable discussing them.
If you're an ugly guy, you better get a good job and make some money, because nobody's gonna want to talk to you.
Girls, I will destroy you.
You don't deserve to get laid at all!
So we found those subjects in person, rented a space in Hollywood, and invited our audience and any strangers walking by to come inside and ask them anything.
Jubilee.
okay. Hey, I'm Brendio. I also go by Derek. I'm an incel, and I'm here to answer people's questions about the topic.
Okay.
Referring to yourself as an incel is like actually insane.
Hello, my name is Derek, and I'm an
He's
incel.
self-aware.
Let's see this again.
What did he say at first? He was like, my name is, but call me Derek.
Hey, I'm Brendio.
Rendio, but you can call me
I also
Derek.
go by Derek. I'm an incel, and I'm here to
Wait,
answer
because
people's questions
these people
about
are on like online communities, so that's probably his like online name,
yeah.
Rendeal or something.
the topic.
Incel. Oh man.
I can start. Hi, how are you?
Oh, so they're behind like a curtain or something. They're not actually face to face.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought at first that they were next to each other, but I guess this guy, if they were actually next to each other, this guy would probably be like
Punching and hitting and
well, I don't know if they're like just at the sight of a woman they want to like fight them.
you go in a grocery store, it's like, I'm gonna murder you all.
I think it's more like they probably think like, stay in the kitchen, wench.
Wait, so good.
Why do nice guys always finish last?
Hi, I'm good.
So you're an incel.
Yes.
Why would you ever sign up to do this?
I suppose I would want to give more of a positive light on this community, which is a very negative light upon it.
Okay. And do you think that's a good thing?
Yes,
Why is that?
because a lot of the boys in this community aren't bad people.
But you acknowledge that a good handful of them are, right?
Not a good handful, I would say a small handful.
Who hurt you, or what happened? What event sort of catalyzed this way of thinking and you getting into this kind of research?
Society.
Oh boy.
He's one of these.
You see that
jokers.
this lady really thought she did something by asking that. She thought she was gonna get like down to the core of the problem, but this man's wound up.
He said society. Society.
What
It's
he has
like
to
the
say.
Joker.
Society.
Yeah.
He said the joke.
Do you hate
For real
women?
though.
I know, he's
No.
so good.
No.
Wait.
No.
What did-
This way of thinking and you getting into this kind of research?
Society.
Do you hate women?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Do you have a female role model in your life?
A female role model.
Yeah, like a mom or...
Captain Marvel.
You better say that.
an aunt or a friend?
I mean, I love my mom. I wouldn't necessarily consider her a role model, but I do love her quite a bit.
I love my mom, but when she takes too long to make my pizza rolls, I want to throw her out to the dogs.
Hey mom, I'm talking with my online incel friends. Can you please bring me some pizza rolls?
If a woman was elected as president of the United States, how would you react?
I don't know. It probably would depend on the woman. I probably wouldn't be supportive of it, honestly, but
Unless she was hot.
This guy is just like, I think his problem is he's just too much of a man He can't let women have any place in this world.
He's Andrew Tate, but on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy, I mean, so
Derek
far
Tate.
this guy seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just an image he's portraying, but he kind of seems like maybe he's not the exact type of incel that people like usually imagine.
Yeah.
Like incel, I think people imagine like these guys that just like they hate like women outright. This guy seems like he doesn't really exactly hate women.
He probably just got rejected by a woman at one point, and he's like scarred for life.
And he's just fallen down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Why do you say that, if you don't mind me asking?
I do think that men should be the leaders and women should be the caregivers and the loving, supporting, and the teachers.
So he
in
is
some
Andrew
cases.
Tate.
Since
I just feel like some of these guys, like their ideologies, like maybe they were just like genuinely born in the wrong generation.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
Like maybe this guy was meant to be born in like the 30s, back when men were like killing themselves to provide for their families, and women would just like sit down and make sure they had like
cook.
oatmeal at home or whatever they cooked back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know what they ate. Worms.
Make sure you have my worms hot.
Honey, where are my worms? Moving on.
Back to it.
women of color or just women in general have been oppressed by.
She taking notes? She's like, she has like a notepad.
And why is she starting this like a social justice warrior? Like, this is not it doesn't have anything to do with women of color. It's just about women in general.
Yeah, women, like it's already about women. Like I don't know why you have to.
Okay, let's see what she's saying.
It's just buzzwords, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Certain systems and other oppressed communities, especially the LGBTQ+, all those don't really fit with the spectrum that incels or you have been talking about. So why do you think your method of thought would help fix what we have today?
I probably wouldn't view the things that you might view as oppression as oppression. I have a feeling. I would view it more as how we treat children that we love. We control them, but we control them lovingly, not as a slave, not as we're forcing them to do things against their will. I would view it more as a loving domestic thing in the past. And I would say that if we were to do it in a civilized way, maybe in a more, even a Christian way, even though I'm not really advocating for a certain religion or ideology, I would assume that women would probably be happier. And I wouldn't just assume that blindly, I would assume that based on the data that I have seen.
What data have you seen that has brought you to this conclusion? Because I'm now curious where I can get this data from.
Discord, chat groups, Reddit.
She thinks she's so slick.
No.
Where can I get this data from?
Well, I mean, where did he get the data?
Just look it up.
It was probably on Discord or something.
Yeah, he went to Wikipedia. Incel, are women happy? That's what he was saying, right? Women are happier than men. Or
I don't even know what he was saying. I just
this whole her question and his answer make no sense, honestly.
Yeah, let's dive into it.
I couldn't reference it offhand, but I believe there was a study that I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
That's like every like discussion ever is like there was a study, but like I don't know.
No one actually knows. Most people don't know where they're from.
I saw it on
honestly.
TikTok.
TikTok is the number one place to get information.
And I saw this TikTok. I'll share it.
What do you think it is about liberal areas that create behavior in women that you think is a problem?
Promiscuity leads to increased standards in more primitive aspects such as looks. And that typically makes it harder for some people to find a relationship, including sometimes good-looking people. Like there's guys who are much better looking than I am who are having a really hard time finding someone in a place like LA or in London or in Auckland, New Zealand. But they probably would have
he has friends worldwide.
Perfectly fine time finding a woman somewhere else.
So you think that promiscuity is the problem, and if people were more monogamous and more withholding, that would sort of fix society?
Yeah, I suppose people were more traditionalist.
There have been a few mass shootings in the past where these shooters actually stated that they were incels or were radicalized by online incels. What do you think about their actions?
I condemn their actions.
Wait, pause it. When do you think this guy has showered last?
You're talking about school shootings and stuff, and you're wondering when he showered.
I just saw his oily hair, and it's like stuck to his forehead.
Let's see.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's like
Look at his hair is like stuck to his forehead. Man,
this guy probably has a hard time getting women because he's wearing a blue and red like plaid shirt with a yellow zip up
Oh man,
and gray trainers.
from Walmart.
I don't think it's liberalism that's causing it.
I think it's you, my dude.
This was all about your freedom of drip, and you got none.
Were
As the
incels
Constitution
or
says,
were radical
the freedoms bestowed upon you for drip.
We have the right to bear drip.
Drip.
Nice. Anyways,
Proceed.
radicalized by online incels. What do you think about their actions?
I condemn their actions. I don't believe violence is the solution. I don't believe attacking random people is going to fix anything, whether they're, women or men. I do think that the reason why they committed those actions was probably because of out of desperation or out of, mental problems that probably could have been prevented had the right support was in their community, in their household. If people saw what they were posting and saw what they were experiencing in life and did something to help them.
Was there like a pivotal moment in your life, like a straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
It's constant years of rejection, no matter who the person was.
how do we know this guy's not an incel?
Wait, hold on. He just said rejection. Didn't I say that in the beginning?
I think so. You
He
said,
got rejected.
yeah.
In your life, like a straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
It's constant years of rejection, no matter who the person was, constant years of rejection in other aspects of my life. It did kind of push me towards more, I suppose, radical beliefs, but I suppose they're only like radical, but they're more just old beliefs, really.
No, it sounds like I had another like metaphor, like death by 1,000 cuts. It's not like one pivotal moment, but it sounds like a bunch of things built up over time.
Yeah.
One of the common criticisms about the incel community is that you feel entitled to sex or intimacy. Do you believe that you deserve sex or intimacy from a woman?
I think everybody at some level deserves someone that loves them and, respects them, as long as you are also loving and respectful towards that person. They're an equal, you're not like seeking someone beyond yourself. You don't have like.
So this guy is not an incel. He's just hurt.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he really fits the
Yeah.
mold of like what people talk about when they say incel.
Yeah.
Like what you said, it just seems like he's dealt with like rejection for so long that he just kind of like fell into this like rabbit hole type of thing.
It's like scrolling through Twitter on a what's it called? Pizzagate. You just keep going further and further. And then you end up as a alt-right anti-Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, you join QAnon and whatever.
Yeah.
Too high standards, I suppose.
He says I suppose a lot.
If you can tell the world about something about being incel that that may not be in the internet or that's overlooked heavily, what would it be?
I don't know. I think it's mostly that most of the men are not inherently bad people. A lot of them are just lonely. They just need some help, really.
Okay. Would you say that there's anything that other people can do to help guide?
Have sex with us.
To support or
The lonely person in your class or the lonely person in your workplace, maybe he's an incel and he's not letting you know, and he's just kind of afraid to. You want someone positive. Just be nice. Say hi. Try and make friends with him. You don't have to date him. You don't have to whatever. Just brighten up someone lonely's day, I suppose.
Well, I think that kind of could end up being a problem. I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of things where it's like they like talk to like the lonely person, and all of a sudden the lonely person has like this like almost stalkery like fascination with the person. Like they get obsessed with the person who talked to them. So maybe that's not. I don't know. You never know who's like the actual psycho person and who's just like a lonely person that's sitting at the table by themselves. So it's like
Yeah, I think this guy, he needs to take a shower, cut his hair, work out, get some fashion advice,
invest in
maybe
cologne.
Invest in cologne.
Or let's invest in soap first thing.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Maybe buy some Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Lose some money. Get rejected by Dogecoin.
Start a YouTube channel called Bruh House. And record videos with your cousin.
And watch Jubilee. And then react to an incel video.
Yeah.
As a former incel. Okay, now it sounds like I'm an incel. I am not an incel.
Or voluntarily celibate.
Thank thank you very much.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
You don't want to be an incel?
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, it's part of the whole involuntarily thing. I mean, you want to try and
Well, that was self-explanatory. I got a question. Why don't you want to be an incel?
She's dumb.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Literally,
But
like
she
in the
is.
name.
All her
involuntary.
questions have been stupid. I'm
I don't
sorry.
know.
If you're watching this, whatever race you are on the left, okay, that sounds very racist.
Let's make this about
I
race
don't know.
now.
Wherever you're from.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
but you're dumb.
I think her question before, like after I thought about it more, it does kind of like play a part, like about like people of color and like other stuff that doesn't necessarily fit the traditional mold. Like
Yeah.
in like the old
I guess so,
vibe,
yeah.
the old vibes, the old vibes of the world. Like it was very like straight, masculine, and then like patriarchy, and then like women at home and stuff. So it's like now like the world is so open, at least like the westernized world. I don't know, there's a lot of countries that are still like behind on stuff like that, but like the world now wouldn't exactly fit that. I mean, unless there's like gay couples where like one of the men stays at home and like is a stay at home dad,
Gay.
stay at home gay, and the other one is a provide for the family gay.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Keep going.
That was
escape
good.
it. You want to be something better. You know, you want to get a wife, get a girlfriend, get someone who loves you, spend your life with them, and be happy. And
What's one thing you wish people understood better about you?
I don't know. I guess I wish people would recognize how much effort I'm trying, I suppose. Like, I'm working out typically daily. I've lost over 100 pounds.
Oh, okay. So he has.
I'm out there job hunting actively. I don't think
Good on
people
you.
recognize how much
now.
effort the
Good on you,
incels in
mate.
general try to put into
Come on, mate.
bettering themselves. I would say, people don't recognize their effort. They just assume that they're all like lazy and sad and angry at women and just giving up and things of that nature, I suppose.
Okay.
You don't have to see the bad things in the world and then come out a bad person. You can just see the bad things in the world and then improve upon yourself because of them, I suppose.
So you do have hope.
Yeah, I have hope, yeah. I'm a very hopeful person, I suppose.
I won't lie, this went a lot differently than I thought it would.
Yeah, I feel
I thought we'd be yelling at each other, you know?
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
through the curtain high five.
You just found a girlfriend.
Hello,
Let's
thanks
go.
for watching the video.
Yeah, what
I
if
hope
that
you
was
liked it.
what if that was the end of the video? It's like
Okay, listen, it's perfect for this guy because she was kind of dumb, and this guy wants to control someone. Congratulations, you made it, my guy.
yeah, like what if the end of the video was just like we found you your girlfriend, and they just like unveil the curtain. Yeah, this guy, I feel like just the word incel carries like such a heavy weight to it that is
Yeah.
like it makes you think that every incel is like on like 4chan like writing about how they want to like kill all women and stuff like that. But
This one 4chan member.
4chan said Burger King.
The
foot lettuce.
Burger King foot
Yeah,
lettuce.
but this guy actually seems like a pretty good guy. He just kind of has like an older way of thinking, I guess, like
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing, except for like just the world we're in now is like everybody wants to have a chance for like their freedom rather than being
Yeah.
forced into like this box of like being the stay-at-home mom or like career having dad or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's just it doesn't really work anymore unless you find somebody else who also has that like older mentality, which there are a ton of people out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's definitely not the typical like image of an incel. Like when you think about an incel, he said he's been working out. He like actually tries. He looks like he would just get a stylist and get a haircut,
Yeah.
and he would be like a decent human being.
Maybe a 6, a 5, you know? Not bad. Just kidding.
No,
If you're watching this, my guy, you're a solid 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
He's very well spoken as well. So maybe
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know, when it comes to talking to women though, like even the most well spoken people can like start fumbling.
Hi woman.
At least he's not one of those incels that like does those TikTok videos where he's like kiss or slap. Talking to you, myself.
I've never. Oh.
I don't know.
Insert kiss or slap video.
Yeah, like one of those people that's like goes out in like midnight talking to all the drunk women like on the street.
Oh yeah,
like interviewing them and being like, "What do you rate me out of 10?"
at Cannon Beach.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nice to meet
Let's
you.
finish this off.
It's nice to meet you too.
Oh, they did the high five.
Aww.
Hello, thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it.
Yeah,
Be sure to
nice,
like,
man.
comment, and subscribe. Comment as well. I already said that. Cut that part out.
No, we'll keep it. Thanks for watching.
I mean,
He's just an awkward guy. It's like it's not a bad thing. It's just
yeah, he just seems like a guy that's down on his luck. He's not necessarily gonna like shoot up the mall or something, but
yeah. If you roll the dice 100 times, it's gonna fail a lot of it.
It's not giving any hope at all.
But you might get
It's gonna
one.
fail most of the time. You're supposed to say.
Okay, let's read.
You're supposed to say
If
it'll
you roll
work
the
out
dice
one at a time.
If you roll the dice 100 times, it might work out one time.
Just being honest.
Yeah. I'm too much of a glass half empty person to say
Yeah.
it's gonna work out.
So, this guy says, "I feel like calling yourself an incel just increases the amount of women that will try to avoid you." I don't know. I feel like the comments kind of see it like a little differently than us. Like a lot of people seem to be like, "Oh, these are how incels don't care about us." But I mean, the guy didn't. At least I
don't think he is an incel.
Well, he's like an incel, but
I mean,
I guess
he's
he's not
definition-wise, yeah.
He doesn't fit that same box, really.
Yeah.
He just kind of seems like he has like older like views, which maybe has something to do with how he was raised. Like maybe his family was like more radicalized in that area.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like people think like they asked like do you think you deserve sex? Like his answer was like relatively like normal. Like he was like, I think everybody deserves like someone that they can like love and like
Yeah, like,
stuff
love,
like that.
yeah.
Like that's not a bad answer. Like I don't know why some people seem to think he was like saying something wrong. I don't know. Yeah, somebody said he's well spoken and he could get out of being an incel if he just
Read the
wasn't a
one above it,
misogynist.
too.
Yeah, that's true though. What is it? I mean, the guy seems smart, capable, not bad looking or awkward. He is literally preventing himself from getting a better life due to his ideology. Yeah, I think
True.
that's part of it. It's just like the way of thinking is very outdated. And while there might be some women out there that put up with that and actually want that, like it's going to be really hard to find. So like if you don't change that way of thinking, like you're probably going to stay in incel like for a
Yeah.
longer time.
The comment by Heidi Faith where it says,
It's ironic that he said
I read it.
It's ironic that he said you don't have to date an incel, just say hi and be nice. But I promise he would assume that nice girl wants to date him and then get angry when she rejects him. Yeah, that's like what we were saying earlier. Is like
Yeah, it's like some people think that just because someone talks to them or smiles at them or something, they're like in love.
yeah, it's like the joke that I always make for like be in the drive-thru and the
Oh, yeah.
like hand me my food and
She wants
I'll
you.
be like, I think she wants me. Yeah,
Maybe you're an
I
incel.
think I am now. Catch me on your local 4chan forums.
Well, boys and the few mothers that watch our channel, congratulations, you made it to the end of this horrible video. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment and tell us how much you died inside watching us try to explain what we don't know. Well, enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever. Bye.
See ya.
Bruh.